Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Facebook Live session. So we're really lucky today because we're with Barbara, and Barbara had some really good news recently. And what are a couple of pieces of good news? And what is your piece of good news that you just got?
I just became an RCIC
That's
member, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So Barbara passed her full skills exam. Right. So I guess so. What's the difference really between being someone who's getting ready for the exam and someone who passed the exam?
The stress.
The stress.
The rewarding of knowing that you're able to do it. And of course, for us, it's like the same. The business goes as usual, but yeah, it's very nice to feel that you're able to do something, and with your help and everything, it was nice. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's for all of you, I know exactly what it's like because I did the exact same thing. I took my full skills exam myself. Barbara did the exact same thing. And when you think to 2 months ago, I guess, when you were getting ready for the exam, or no, it wasn't 2 months ago, it was a little bit longer than that, when you're getting ready for the exam, and you think of today, I guess the stress levels are pretty different, right?
Yes, of course. I remember listening to all our clients, talking a little bit about how they like the information we've got so much that it's difficult for us to prioritize what to study, what to know, what to keep in mind, and what we don't need to do it. And but then when I was in the same position as them, and I was trying to know how to study for the exam, how to get ready for the exam, and then I was in the seminar with all these friends from college also. We were trying to make a plan, and then when we all decided like to take the seminar with you and to go for the books and all those things, the books I already had them from a little bit before, but it gave us a complete different perspective of how to face the exam. And it's only so different for us, like to get ready to prepare for the exam, but with some like let's say something, some insight of what to do first, what to focus on, and so on. So it's a really helpful way and very effective way of really get to that day, sit and do the best, but with some insight, really, like knowing what to do, what to study, and what things you can leave maybe.
Yeah, that's it. I just realized I didn't introduce Barbara to you. So Barbara has been working with us for, I'd say, about a year and a half now. And it's a really interesting story. So she is here in Canada. She started working with us as an administrator. And then with Full Skills Exam Prep, of course, we get lots and lots and lots of phone calls, emails, people coming to see us, who, of course, are in the position that I think a lot of you are in, where they have to get ready to pass the full skills exam. So Barbara even took the initiative and actually took the course. It took the Immigration Practitioner Diploma. So it took just about a year, right? That's it. And went through exactly what you went through, what I went through, what Lisette went through, what Luz went through, and the whole team here. And then, of course, took the full skills exam. And in your class, how many people... I know we had quite a group from your class for the seminar, and how many of those people passed the exam?
All of them.
All of them. So we had Barbara's group here in Montreal for it was almost a private seminar for them, and every single one of them passed the exam. For the people who didn't take the exam right away, didn't take the seminar, do you know what they're doing now?
A little bit lost. They are trying to get in touch again with all the information and so on, but some of them are willing to take the seminar with us.
But they lost 6 months though. Yeah. That's it. So we get that quite a bit too, and from the phone calls that we get, for all of you, it's something that we tell you again and again and again. Your teachers in your courses tell you this as well, and that is that you should take the ICCRC Full Skills Exam as soon as possible. When people wait for 6 months, 1 year, from the phone calls, what usually happens to these people?
If they bought the books from us, they have to update the books. If they didn't, it's a little bit of they feel completely lost with all the information we have from the course, and besides that, having to know exactly what changed from that time up to now. So yeah, it gets a little bit more difficult than
completely. There's that. There's the updates, as you mentioned. There's always updates. Even for us, we update all the material every 90 days, and even for us, it's a ton of work. So for people studying and updating yourself, it's a lot of work. I know how busy people are as well, and you're, I think, exactly like a lot of our clients, right? You're working full time, you have a family, and preparing for the exam.
Yeah.
So it's pretty busy and stressful, and you want to maximize every minute that you can, right?
Yes.
That's it. So and for you, so you've got this your ICCRC number now. Have you received your
not yet.
The diploma or the certificate that comes in? Okay, it's gorgeous. And when you do, we'll have it on the wall, of course. And so for obviously you're working here, but for people in your situation where they just got their results from the ICCRC, and they what's the next step for all these people? What are they doing now?
I believe we all think that we can go straight and try to have clients and so on, and then you face the reality, which is I have to make an enterprise, I have to open the client account and all those things, but not really for the enterprise, like to start having clients and so on. You face something that's quite not so easy neither, like open an enterprise. Start running the enterprise, having your website, so that's something that you also need to take into consideration. It's going to take a little bit more, and of course you need to go like get in touch with people who've done that before, because it gets so much easier if someone already knows what to do instead of starting from scratch. So outsource that part if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it. It's for a lot of people, they think that once they pass the full skills exam, that's it. They put up a sign on their door and they've got their clients are going to line up and come in. And you know what? Sometimes it's true, but it's not that easy, right? Because you're going to need to really focus on, of course, business development. That's for most people are sole entrepreneurs, so they'll have their own company.
Yeah.
And all those little things, making a website, your logo, your business, making your banners, making everything like that. It's a lot of work. And of course, for all of you, I mean, we're here to help you with that as well. If you look at our website, we've got a product for exactly this. We'll have you up and running within 30 days. And of course, start your business seminar. So it's something else that we have now too, because when we were in your position 5 years ago, when we started the immigration company, so we graduated, passed the full skills exam, of course, started our company. Well, we made a lot of mistakes that I don't want you to make. And that was simply because we talked to a lot of people, but it's good. A lot of people started their immigration business 30 years ago. So it's such a different world now.
Yeah.
And for people who are able to really help you take these next steps, I mean, that's what we're here for. And are you going to take the MIDZ exam?
I am.
So can you explain what the MIDZ exam is?
Well, it's the same thing we did for the federal, but for the, in order for me to be able to assist people who want to live in Quebec, to make any immigration process in Quebec. So I understand a little bit easier that exam, not so stressful, not so big as the other one, but also we need to be prepared for that, and we need also to be prepared in the language, in French and so on. So I'm willing to do that. If I live here, I would definitely want to be able to help people to do that. Yeah,
so for a lot of you, if you're thinking of joining the MIDZ, so the MIDZ is the Quebec, it's almost like the ICCRC, but for Quebec. So if you pass the exam for that, then you can join the MIDZ, and then you can represent people who want to immigrate to Quebec. Mm-hmm. The tricky part is, of course, that you have to have a certain level of French. So you have to have your French language results, and that's a B2. So it's a pretty high level. And then you have to pass the MIDZ exam. And the MIDZ exam is about Quebec immigration. Once you have that, though, you have, you can help people immigrate to Quebec. With the immigration side of what we do, we have a lot of clients who are specifically interested in Quebec. And I think you're from Mexico. I think a lot of Mexican people as well are particularly interested in Quebec.
Yeah.
And why is that?
I don't know. I really don't know. We have also this culture in Mexico of learning French. Maybe that's something they find easier for them to come here. And we also know that in Quebec there's a lot of Mexican people already here. So if you have a cousin, a friend, someone who came here, you are willing to go there because you know what's going on there. I don't know, maybe that's it.
And the language similarities are great because, of course, Spanish and French are so similar. So, I mean, some of the schools that are around here, CLC and places like that have a lot of international students. Well, the students that we send to those schools, I mean, they're pretty fluent in French after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So it's really, really fantastic. So do you have any advice for the people watching here? So it's people who are usually getting ready for the exam, and they're probably working through the free lessons, but you just finished the exam, you got your results, you passed, and you work here with us, of course. So what's your advice for the people who are going to watch this video?
Go through the free lessons. You will find them very useful. You will know what we do, how we do it. I am sure after watching the free lessons, you will be willing to know more, to have more. Go through the free questions we have. The exam simulation online, it's free. You will see the free questions. You will know what we are selling. And once you do that, if you don't have like the whole money for buying the seminar with all the books and so, go slow and then go bit by bit. I have also from school many friends who only bought the books. They also passed.
Yeah,
I mean, the books are amazing. But something I would like to tell you from the beginning, and I said this to all the clients who call here, if you're willing to invest a little bit in your peace of mind for the day of the exam, go for the seminar with the whole books. It's really helpful. It's a very strong tool, and you feel very confident, and it will help you relax and focus on whatever you need to really focus on. So, and after you pass the exam and you can relax and you can enjoy and everything, think of us also for starting the business and starting the company. It's going to be amazing for you, like, again, to be able to focus on what you need to be focused on and leave all the other things for people who already did it and know how to do it.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's exactly what immigration consultants do for their clients, right?
Exactly.
You're going to have clients come up to you, and the government website for immigration says, yeah, you can do it yourself, and some people do it themselves. But you're going to have clients who come up to you who try to do it themselves. A lot of clients, I would say, I don't know the percentage for us, but it's above 50% of our clients for immigration try to do their immigration themselves. They make some mistakes, and then they come to see an RCIC. And that's exactly the work that you're going to do, because you're not just going to do someone's express entry profile and maybe immigration through the Federal Skilled Worker Program. You're not only going to do this once, you're going to do this hopefully hundreds of times if you have a lot of clients, and that's what we want for you, of course. Now, for people who are going to immigrate, they're only going to do this once. So it's going to take them so much time. They're not going to really know what they're doing. And if they make some mistakes, obviously it costs them a lot of money, it costs them a lot of time. So we do the same thing for you, of course, but that's with your full skills exam and, of course, in starting your business. And so what you mentioned was the full package here. So it's all these books. Now, at the end of the seminar, you're going to have this big mountain of homework to do. And, of course, you have all of the simulations here. So simulation 1. Simulation, this is 3, 2, 1. And of course, if you're taking the seminar, there's the other simulation there. You have all the explanations of every single question on the website as well. And then the test day data booklet. So you used the test day data booklet from, even when you were a student, you were using it.
Yeah.
That's it. And what do you find useful about this? I know a lot of your classmates have it as well. And what do you guys find useful about it?
Maybe the mind of Lisette and Kyle and Lisette, my other boss. The way of organizing the ideas and the information, the quick access to the information. It's true, I use them. I use the book all through the course. I believe that the information we've got from the course is good, it's nice, and we have all these different point of views from the professors and so on. But the book helps you to really structure the information in your head, to be able to see it clearly, to separate the things, like to prioritize the things, and it's very helpful to that one. Yeah. And for the exam also, of course. I always say that I took the my test day data booklet the day of the exam, along with the regulations and the act and everything. I didn't use them, and it was only like to be not so stressed about not having them. I took my test day data booklet. I was seeing my colleagues there, and we were working with the test day data booklet. It's really amazing. You have quick access. You have the information clearly stated. It's very well organized, and it's a way of understanding better. You can even get this only the test day data booklet, and maybe miss one or two classes and
do well.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And it's a summary too, because with the courses, when you take your immigration practitioner diploma, I know I had maybe 5 big notebooks full of notes.
Yeah.
And all that, but then afterwards, you don't want to bring this into the exam, right? So you want to bring something more concise because you only have 3 hours to complete 100 questions. So that's exactly what this is for as well. So in conclusion, thank you for joining us, and congratulations again. It's such good news. I mean, for people who, we get tons, that's for all of us here when we work here, that's the best week usually ever, is just after people get their results, and we get tons and tons of phone calls, emails. We just had somebody visit us right now who passed the exam as well. He's really happy. So for us, we love it when we get to help you reach your goals. And congratulations to you. I mean, you reached your goal of passing the full skills exam in, I guess it was a year, because you started your course in March. And then, so I mean, really, it's a year is what you should be aiming for. If you can finish everything in a year, go from the start of your diploma to becoming an RCIC, that would be just fantastic. That's what we want for you as well. And then, of course, the development of your business and specializing, that's going to take the rest of your life. And it is really interesting and fun, and you're going to diversify into helping all these different types of clients. And of course, we're here to help you reach your goals as well. All right, so thank you very much. Have a great day. And I'll post the links that we talked about in the comments here.